April 3, 2016, the final of the 2016 T20 World Cup. The West Indies needed just 19 runs off the last 6 balls to win their second T20 World Cup. They had recently defeated India in the semi-finals and were riding high on momentum. At this crucial moment, England's captain handed the final over to one of the most talented players of his generation, Ben Stokes. Stokes had only one job: defend 19 runs in the last over. Many believed he could pull off the impossible. However, what followed shocked the entire cricketing world. Carlos Brathwaite demolished Stokes' bowling, smashing 4 consecutive sixes and sealing the victory for the West Indies. That night, the entire England cricket community turned against Stokes. The final over became a nightmare, and England lost the World Cup final. As the West Indies celebrated, Stokes was seen breaking down emotionally on the field. His own country's fans hurled criticism at him, blaming him for the loss. No one could have imagined that the same player who was ridiculed that night would later lead England to victory in both the ODI World Cup and the T20 World Cup. Fast forward to today, Ben Stokes is hailed as one of England's greatest cricketers. But his journey to redemption was anything but easy. Ben Stokes was born in Christchurch, New Zealand. However, due to personal reasons and his passion for cricket, his family moved to England. From a very young age, it was evident that Stokes had an extraordinary talent for cricket. He made his international debut for England, but his real brilliance was first seen in the 2013-14 Ashes series. He scored 279 runs in that series, including a remarkable century on a difficult Waka pitch. He also took 15 wickets, making him England's second highest wicket-taker in the series. Stokes truly announced himself on the world stage during the 2015-16 Test series against South Africa. In the Cape Town Test, he scored a jaw-dropping 258 runs off just 198 balls, one of the fastest double centuries in Test history.
There's another stroke. 250 up for Ben Stokes, putting on a show.
His 399-run partnership with Johnny Bairstow broke multiple records. Additionally, he took 10 wickets in that series, proving himself as a world-class all-rounder. By this time, Stokes was considered a generational talent, someone who could single-handedly change the course of a match. His batting average was over 30, and his bowling average was around 35. In tests, his stats were even better. Everything seemed to be going perfectly for him. But then came the 2016 T20 World Cup final, a moment that would shatter his career. 2016 T20 World Cup final was England's chance to reclaim glory. They had reached the final after defeating New Zealand in the semi-finals, proving their strength as a rising T20 team. In the final against the West Indies, England batted first and set a target of 156. West Indies had a disastrous start, losing 3 wickets for just 11 runs. At this stage, England seemed to be in complete control. But then Marlon Samuels played a crucial knock of 85 runs, shifting the momentum back in the West Indies' favor. The match came down to the final over. The West Indies needed 19 runs to win. Ben Stokes was given the ball, expected to defend the total and secure England's victory. However, Carlos Brathwaite had other plans. He smashed 4 consecutive sixes off Stokes' bowling, sealing an unforgettable win for the West Indies. In just 4 balls, Stokes went from being a hero to the most criticized player in England. He later admitted that he felt he had single-handedly lost England the World Cup. This moment haunted him for years, and his confidence took a major hit. But Stokes was not one to give up. He worked tirelessly to rebuild his career, silencing his critics in the most spectacular way possible. His redemption arc began with the 2019 Cricket World Cup. In the final against New Zealand, Stokes played one of the greatest innings in ODI history. He scored 84s in a pressure-filled chase, taking the game to a super over.
7 weeks of cricket, 48 games, 1 ball, here's Bolt. They're going to push. Are we in for a super over? They've got to go quick, they've got to go quick. Out, I'm sure he's out. We're going to a super over.
You are kidding me. You are kidding me.
His heroic performance helped England lift their first ever ODI World Cup trophy. The same player who was blamed for losing the 2016 final was now hailed as England's biggest hero. Later, in the 2019 Ashes series, Stokes produced another unforgettable performance. His 135 wickets against Australia at Headingley is regarded as one of the greatest Test innings of all time. he single-handedly won the match for England when all hope seemed lost. And in 2022, Stokes once again led England to T20 World Cup glory. This time, he remained unbeaten in the final, guiding England to victory. From being the villain of the 2016 World Cup final to becoming England's greatest match winner, Ben Stokes' journey is nothing short of legendary. He overcame failures, controversies, and immense criticism to achieve greatness. His story is a testament to resilience, proving that setbacks can be turned into stepping stones for success. Today, Stokes is not just a cricketer, he is an icon of determination and redemption.